Um, Everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Tough act always following Colin. He did a great job. I thought that everyone did a great job. Extremely just great information across the board. So I'm going to kick things off. My name's Chris. I'm the VP of Sales and Marketing at Zorus. And I just put some of the previous stuff that I've done here because what I want to just get across to everyone in the channel is our go-to-market strategy is very much, it comes from an entrepreneurial background. So what I like most about working with each and every one of our partners, and the majority of you, is that you're entrepreneurs at heart too. Not only are you business owners, but you're technology experts, you're sales experts, you're marketing experts. And I just think it's the most fun industry that I've ever had the opportunity to work with. So a huge thank you to all of you. And please know that from the go-to-market standpoint, we're always trying to keep that in mind. So without any further ado, we'll get into Zorus and exactly what Zorus is all about. What we tout internally is Zorus is truly a channel-built company. And what exactly that means, I always tell folks, listen less to what people say and watch what they do. At our highest levels of leadership within the company, Ian McCord is our CEO. Austin McCord was a very early investor, the guys who founded and built Datto. And then we were just recently able to bring over Brett Cheloff from ConnectWise. And these are folks that, again, and Brett had been at LabTech early on. But these are folks that have not only built technology for the channel specifically, but have also been able to scale it up. So I'm blessed I'm privileged to work with each and every one of these individuals every day. And they have, of course, been leading the product vision to our current solutions. So just talking about those specifically right now, and then I'll talk about the problems that they solve. Archon, or our web filtering, that competes with the Cisco Umbrella, a DNS filter at this time. And then we have employee engagement as well, and that there we compete with an Active Track or a Terramine type of product. Now, our web filter, the main differentiators is that it's actually device-based. So obviously 2020 happened and hybrid work started. So not only are folks just behind a firewall in an office, but they're working from all over the place. It might be working from home. It could be working from a hotel. It could be working from an airplane. And that's just the new normal, right? So with the Archon, with Zorus's agent, we are going to be active 24/7, no matter where that device is connected to the internet. And what I generally tell people, what I tell our partners, is that we're actually protecting your business and your devices from yourself. And generally when I tell people that, they say, Chris, you must have misspoke. That sounds kind of silly. It's my business. It's my baby, or my clients, I'm protecting them 24/7. And I say, no, like my friend Frank Costello said, there's certain people that you can hit and there's certain people that you can't hit. And with Zorus, we're aiming at having you be one of those individuals that you can't hit. Now, what exactly, what exactly does that mean? It means that 80 to 90% of ransomware attacks or vulnerabilities, things along those lines, are actually caused by human error. I think every single one of us, on this call or in this industry, can think back to a dope moment where we actually clicked on a link, or when we filled out information that we shouldn't have, and it just happens. We're all operating extremely quickly. Things are happening fast. And just these things are happening 24/7. Well, with Zorus, with our web filter, again, at the device level, it doesn't matter if it's spyware, if it's phishing, if it's spam, Trojans, viruses. That web filter is going to be protecting your device and not allowing things to load or blocking them in real time, preventing you from any sort of vulnerabilities that you would be looking for, or excuse me, not looking for, but would be looking for you. So the analogy that we generally use is your web filter is on the front line. So as everyone was talking about, defense in depth is something that's critical with cybersecurity. Think of your web filter as the scouts outside of the castle, outside of the drawbridge, outside of the moat. You're going to have eyes on everything, all the traffic that's incoming or coming in or leaving your devices. You're going to be stopping it in its tracks, again, as that front level of defense. Now transitioning over to our second product, both of these products go through the same agent. The hybrid workforce recognition, it's easy for us to turn that on or off depending if your end clients are looking for it. But along the engagement or the hybrid workforce, not only is it more difficult and you have to make sure that you're protecting devices individually, but it's tough to manage people remotely. And there's a few things that go into this. Who is working overtime or burned out? How do I know who is logging those long hours? And when do I give the adequate kudos? Managers, business owners, we're no longer in an office, so we can't see it with our eyes, right? And a lot of people are looking for, the information and exactly what people are doing on their devices and when to give that recognition appropriately. And it's a lot harder. That is the solution, or that is the problem that we are solving with Triton. So with powerful and respectful engagement analytics, we're keeping things high level. This actually came from one of our current partners, again, going back to the channel built premise. Because we live on the device, we can see everything that's happening on the device. That comes from a web-based perspective. So what websites people are spending time on, but also device statistics. So is the machine idle? Is it locked? Are people on there whatsoever? Are they in Microsoft Office? Again, we're not taking any videos. There's not any screenshots or key logging, anything along those lines, but we are able to get either a macro, complete a business overview, or a micro, more specific overview as to exactly how time is being spent throughout the day, which is something that's really, really crucial in the new hybrid work environment. And then, of course, we aggregate all the data, and we're in the process of serving it up to you in a digestible manner. So this is an example of the vision that we have for the reporting functionality, and we're really excited to be implementing this over the next couple months. So just really quickly, in summary, when you think of Zorus and you think of web filtering, think of us as the little scout outside of those castle walls. We're the first line of defense, and there to give things a heads up and stop things that we shouldn't, protecting you from yourself. And then on the employee engagement side, think money. Our partners who are using this with their end clients, they're looking at a 300 to a 400% markup. So there's a ton of opportunity and a ton of money to be made with this new hybrid workforce and everything along those lines. So the pitch deal, we had a 2-week trial, completely free, 50 seat minimums. All of our contracts are month to month. On the web filtering, we'll beat prices, we'll buy out contracts at the moment. We understand if you have those at this particular point in time, we have to be in a position to remove those. And on the employee engagement piece, we're offering 20% off. So that's everything that I had from my side. Thank you so much for the time. Kevin, Matt, you guys did a great job, and everyone behind the scenes, it was awesome.